Well, hello and happy Bank Holiday Monday. And you're so welcome to today's Room Junkie Live, where we're going to be talking all about design styles, personal design styles. I'm just literally turning the lights on Instagram. So hello, Instagram. There we go. We are live on Instagram. We are live on Facebook. We are live on YouTube. And thank you so much for coming in and joining me on this Bank Holiday Monday. Today's topic is a pretty important one, and it's one that a lot of people don't even consider. If you were to ask me a question, what is the thing that people struggle with the most with the interiors of their home? Before they ever get to the paint selection or the furniture selection or the coordination of everything that needs to be coordinated in putting together a successful scheme, the one fundamental thing that you absolutely must know and recognize and know so well is your own individual design style. So hands up who actually knows what their style is and are quite confident in carrying that style out cohesively throughout a room and throughout a house. Because when you do this, when you know your style, when you own your style, your interior design becomes effortless. If I were to work with you and I ask you, what is your style? Because I will always deliver the product. Hi, Kavina, you know your style. I will always deliver the style that is right for you, not for me. Regardless, I know what my style is, but depending on what your style is, if you like contemporary, if you like more transitional, if you like traditional, if you want an industrial vibe, whatever you want, I will deliver because I will get to know. And even if you don't know what your style is, and many people don't, I will dig deep. I will get to know you, and I have a way of finding out what your style is, and that's what I will deliver for you. So what I want to teach you is how to discover your own style. So do let me know if you know your style, and maybe more importantly, if you don't, because there's no shame in it. It's just a matter of becoming familiar with it and owning it and knowing it and delivering it. So in interior design, there are 5 recognized styles of design, and most of these you will know what they are. There are also spin-offs of these design styles too, but that's another topic. So the most, probably the most common, and certainly the most commonly recognized style of design is traditional design. Think Downton Abbey. It came from those gorgeous Georgian days when architecture was quite splendid and rooms were large, ceilings were high, the detail was quite intricate. You had lots of molding, you had intricate coving on your ceiling, you had intricate skirtings and high skirtings, you had, Adam style fireplaces, you had lots of detail, quite opulent, elegant, tall, long, linear design treatments on your window, beautiful antique furniture, lots of accessories with lamps and lots of gilt and mirrors and gilded mirrors and crystal chandeliers and lots of artwork and in particular oils. A very elegant, beautiful style that truthfully not too many of us would be comfortable living in every single day. Very nice to go off to for a weekend to a 5-star hotel and to live in that splendor and luxury of that era. But I think if we're to be honest, not everybody. I used to think that was my style. And in our old house, I actually designed, I had a cream painted kitchen, an in-frame kitchen with a 4-oven aga, mantle over the aga. It was definitely quite traditional because our first house was an older house. And I think that's where my love of old came from. And I grew up in an older house, but my style has changed and evolved completely. And I think in a very good way. So traditional style you will recognize, and lots of you might use elements of traditional style in your home, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I think it's important to recognize it as a style and to know exactly what it is. Contemporary style is another style that everybody knows. If you see something that's really contemporary and minimal, that's modern, that's contemporary. I do love contemporary design. I love the sleekness of it. I love the clean lines of it. I love the sense of space. I love the light that's encouraged to flood in. I love the furniture, and most contemporary furniture is really ergonomically designed. So it's actually so comfortable to sit in, and yet it looks so beautiful and so elegant in a very modern way. Less is definitely more with contemporary design. And people say it's cold. It's not. And I think with the advent of underfloor heating, where now you can have your porcelain tiled floor and your floor is still nice and cozy and warm, and your kids will play quite happily on it. It's a very comfortable style. Not for everybody. Some of you will absolutely hate and detest it. I believe that some of my best work has been contemporary work. And I do. That's one of the reasons when we were coming here, I wanted a contemporary home. It had to be contemporary for me. And we were lucky and got it. So contemporary design, you love it or hate it, but you know it. And even though you mightn't like it, there are probably elements of contemporary design that you will actually incorporate and bring into your own house anyway, and things that you love. So sleek, minimal, comfortable, elegant, streamlined, modern, light and bright. Modern art, colorful art. I love stunning light fittings. Some of the contemporary light fittings are works of art in themselves, absolutely gorgeous, and feats of engineering, really. So they're the two styles of design that most people will know. Third one is country style, and again, country style. It's shabby chic. It's a country barn. You see in all the interiors shows and in the magazines where people have taken an old pigsty or an old barn and create this amazing home out of it. So it is definitely not formal like traditional style is. It's definitely not less is more like the contemporary style is. It's comfortable. It's battered furniture. You've got beams, and you've got probably reclaimed floors, and maybe you've got brick fireplaces and beam log over the fireplace, inglenook fireplaces, painted country style kitchen, definitely the aga, the dogs, the cats, baskets full of logs. Laura Ashley, I suppose, is a more upmarket country, but depending on, and to be honest, some of the New England style homes are a little bit country as well. Painted tongue and groove boards. Talked about paneling on Friday. That's sort of very easy to live with country look. Even if you're in the heart of a city, you can still carry this off. Lower ceilings. They're not going to be big, tall ceilings like you have in your Georgian properties. They're lower. It's comfortable. The spaces can be quite big, but the ceilings are that bit lower. The emphasis is on comfort, like lots of checks and ginghams and tweeds, a mishmash of furniture, different styles of furniture working in the same room, plenty of old pine. You get it. Comfortable rug on the floor, big fires. So cozy, so gorgeous. If I were to have a country style home, I think I'd like to have it as a cottage that I would disappear to. I'd love a cottage over in the wilds of Donegal, maybe looking down onto Teelan Pier, with a big fire and cozy and comfortable. That's when I could have country. But otherwise, I don't know that I could live with it all the time. Global style is a style that's not terribly popular or common, but I think as we travel more and more and we bring things back from our travels to incorporate into our home design, a style has been evolving. Now, I don't know that I would ever go so far as to create a whole home with a global theme unless somebody really, really wanted it. But, you could have Chinese influences. You could have beautiful pottery and colors and vibrant art from South America. You could have Indian batiks, things, beautiful ebony and carvings and things like that from Africa that you can incorporate into your home. But I think less is more there for sure. Use them as accents, use them in your decoration, but I don't know that I'd ever go and design a full globally themed home. Eclectic is another style of design, kind of hard to pull off because eclectic is literally where anything goes and you have a mishmash of different styles. And while I always say that if you love something, if you love a piece of art, if you love a piece of furniture, regardless of what the style of that is, if you move from home to home, I can tell you that I'll find a space for it regardless of what the style of either home is. But eclectic is hard. It's where maybe you've inherited furniture and you're marrying that with your own. You can do it. It is a little bit more challenging, I suppose, to pull off. Dramatic is another style. Think Lawrence Llewellyn Bowen on his boldest day, where you've got really dramatic furniture and dark colors and very flamboyant wallpaper and lots of gilt, lots of art, leopard skin print, lots of velvets, sumptuous window treatments, definitely fun, flamboyant. Again, would I want a whole house of that? No, it would actually depress me. But could I do that in, say, a downstairs loo or something for some dramatic impact? We talked about that on Friday as well. Absolutely. I do believe you should have a little bit of drama there, but again, keep it to the boutique hotel that you go to for a weekend and really enjoy, and then come home to the peace and tranquility and calm that is your own home. So questions, just shoot them at me. Those designs have all created spin-offs that so the minimalist look would come from contemporary. Art Deco is another spin-off design that we recognize. Mid-century, Scandinavian, industrial, they're all looks that if somebody really wanted in a home, then yes, of course you could put a look together that is completely mid-century or completely Scandinavian. However, I've deliberately omitted another recognized style of design, and this is recognized by me. You won't find it on all of the lists, but I do believe that transitional design, transitional interior design is actually what most people love. And what is transitional interior design? It's an interior design style that combines the very, very best of traditional and contemporary style. And it does. I know that my style has evolved, and this is what I love. I love transitional style. And in fact, I can't emphasize enough how important it is for you to know your style, and your style could evolve over time. I know that I definitely loved traditional classical style, and that's what I did for me. And then I started doing more and more contemporary design, and I fell in love with contemporary design. But this is the first contemporary styled house that I've ever had. But I think what I absolutely love is transitional. And what transitional does, it updates the classics. It balances luxury with comfort. It balances the masculine with the feminine, antiques with modern pieces. It's clean, clear, lots of empty spaces, but high on comfort, comfortable furniture, luxurious flooring, beautiful rugs, beautiful artwork, beautiful accessories, lamps. Lighting is very, very important. Stunning, bespoke and off the shelf as well. Gorgeous contemporary art. So you can mix this. Again, a lot of the East Coast of American homes, in Boston and the New England type home, they do embrace a lot of this style. Quality pieces mixed with chain store pieces. It's a beautiful design. And so many, if I had a tenner for every time somebody did my Sharing the Secrets course and came back to me and said, and I didn't even know that this existed, and this is me, because this is how important I think knowing your own style is, and why you should absolutely start before you do anything. Well, maybe declutter your home first, but before you start thinking about a design concept or thinking about what you like, you should really and truly get to know your style. Spend that time, do the research, gain the knowledge. That is why in my Sharing the Secrets, the online masterclass, I am so adamant that knowing your style is so important. That's why I've done the first module is all about knowing your own style. I don't want you to do anything. I don't want you to learn about paint, furniture, finishings, anything. Lighting, none of that matters until you know and own your style. So will you please, it's a bank holiday. If you're sitting around and you're just getting lost in a wormhole of Instagram or whatever, start researching and finding out, or do this Sharing the Secrets, do my course. It's available at the minute for only €49 for all of February. I'm going to keep it at €49. It normally retails at $297, which honestly is a bargain even at that. But I want it to be accessible to as many people as possible to start you off right, because I've committed to coming back here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I will teach you and teach you and teach you. But there's only so much that I can teach you here in that limited space of time that I have here. So if you want to really fine-tune what you know, and maybe more importantly, if all it does is gives you the confidence to believe in yourself, and a few people have asked me, one of the girls, Carmel, said in a message on Friday saying, I haven't had time to actually look over it yet, but is it available forever? Will that link get me in forever? Yes, forever and ever. I've had women here who have used it on 2 homes, who've used it on their home and used it on an extension, who've used it to sell their home, to stage their home to sell, which they've done really successfully. So you have this forever and ever. It's like having me in your back pocket. So if in 6 months' time you want to do up your bedroom, or you're thinking about a new kitchen, or you're investing in your bathrooms, well, you just go back to that module and you have it. And for anybody who signs up this week, and I will put the link here now, I actually was ahead of myself. I keep forgetting to put the link up, and people can't find the link. So the pinned post on the Room Junkie page is now all about the Sharing the Secrets Masterclass, and I will put a link here as well when I'm finished. But and you don't have to be. Another question that I was asked on Friday was, I'm not a bit technical. No, as long as you can open an email, you can do this course. That's how simple it is, and you have it forever and ever. But anybody who does join up this week, I have got a special bonus, and for everybody who has already joined, I will invite you to I'm going to do a standalone masterclass workshop, just us, to get you started, to help you get you started, to help you get your plan in place for your own design in your own house. And I'll take live questions and answers as well. So there's a bonus for you. If you've been thinking about doing this and you forget, you think about it when you're watching the live and then you forget about it, well, organize it now. It's only €49, and I can guarantee the best money you've ever spent, ever. I have changed over the years, but definitely I'm transitional and less clutter. I love that. I'm feeling all space. Learned it from your course. Priceless. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I couldn't have said that better myself. Less clutter and feeling of space. That feeling of space, regardless of what style you want, that feeling of space is important, because it creates, it's a psychology of design. When you have that feeling of space, even if you don't have a big room, you can create an illusion of space in a smaller space by knowing what to do. It's to do with color. It's to do with furniture placement. It's to do with getting the light in. It's to do with your accessories. It's to do with maybe tricking the eye to make you think that the ceilings are higher than they are. All of this is in my course in detail. Forever and ever and ever. So I can't recommend that enough. So anyway, from now until the end, I know February is a short month, but I'm going to keep it up there until, well, actually we've got an extra day in February this year, don't we? This is a leap year. So until the end of February, you have that course available for €49. But if you grab it this week, you get the extra of a live workshop with me, and that's going to be pretty valuable as well, because it's going to be tailored to whoever is there. If you've got questions, I will answer them. If you need direction, I will give it. So that's what it's all about. But you can see how important I think this is, because that's why I'm dwelling so much time on it. And also I want you to be wary of trends. We did a piece on trends 2 weeks ago. Trends are great, and only embrace a trend if you love it. And only use your trends in your accessories, because then it's a movable feast. You can move them around. You can change your rug. You can change your art out. You can change your throws. You can change your cushions. And these are the things that give energy to your design, and it's just so important that you don't limit yourself. Here's an example. A couple of years ago, maybe 10, 15 years ago, there was a trend for patterned sofas. Maybe blue and mustard, or terracotta and something green, probably, patterned. The back was patterned, the arms were patterned, the cushions were patterned. Sometimes you had stripes and a mix of floral going on in the same sofa. And what did they do? They have dated your home hugely. So I always recommend that you go with a neutral sofa for that reason. And again, what it's doing is it's creating this air of luxury and calmness, but it also gives you longevity in your design, because whatever you do now, and if you've made mistakes in design in the past, that's okay. If you felt you've wasted lots of money in the past, I'm sad for you, but you won't do it again. And it's in not having your big ticket items, your expensive items, in things that will, and patterns and colors that will actually, look at that. That's a topic for another day, and I will do a topic, because there's loads of things that you can do so that you don't date your home. Bathrooms are another way. There's so many bathrooms. I've said this before. I could walk into somebody's home and say, you did this bathroom in. whatever year, because I know just by virtue of the tiles that were in vogue, and there's plenty of tiles at the moment that I think are trends, and there are tiles that I think will remind us of COVID, and lots of things like that. But again, that's a topic for another day. So know your style, get to know your style. Honestly, it's possibly something you've never ever even thought about or thought about doing, or you might think, oh, I like a bit of this and I like a bit of that. I guarantee once you probe a bit deeper and once you gain that knowledge, you will see that this is exactly where you fit into. And then it's so easy to create your own bespoke design for you by virtue of the fact that you know what your style of design is. Does anybody have any questions? I hope you're having the most lovely bank holiday weekend. Isn't it a lovely bonus to have it in February? And I think January is such a long month this year. I felt it was horrendously long, and I had a good January, but I still felt it was very, very long. But I think a lot of people winter for January. You kind of bed down and you're thinking about things, but you're not really motivated to do very much. And now it's February, and maybe the daffodils are beginning to poke their heads up, and the snowdrops and the cherry blossoms, and it's giving you a little pep in your step. But I don't want you to start and make mistakes by virtue of the fact of not knowing. So stick with me here. I have so many delights to tell you, and I'm just going to check one thing because I have forgotten what my agenda is for the rest of the week. Okay, so it's great to have it here on my phone. So today was all about personal style and trends, and I think we've covered that. But if you want to know more, I could not recommend enough. Every day I'm going to tell you about Sharing the Secrets, the interior design course, because it's so amazing. Although I had a lovely message yesterday evening from a lady who actually thought that Sharing the Secrets, that what I was talking about was actually the Monday, Wednesday, Friday sessions that we were doing here. And she's like, and I want to do more. I want to do more with you. So anyway, she's doing Sharing the Secrets. Tomorrow is a big one. And again, before you get stuck into a project this springtime, I want to talk about budget constraints, where you should spend your money, where you shouldn't spend your money, and how to stretch your budget. And then on Friday, I'm going to talk about functionality. And what I mean by that is everything in your home must be beautiful and be functional, or one or the other, because design that doesn't work is not design. So it doesn't matter how beautiful a space looks. If it doesn't work, if the function is not right, if the flow is not right, then honestly, you've got nothing and you don't have good interior design. Hello, Catherine. How are you? Lovely to see you. You're off as well, of course, Bank Holiday Monday, and I hope the sun is shining up in lovely Leitrim. So that's it for today. You know your style, Catherine. Why does Catherine know her style? Because Catherine did Sharing the Secrets, as did Ms. Macaulay, who's using it in abundance now. She could be her own interior. She is her own interior designer now. She's playing a blinder. So look at, find that link and join us. Sharing the Secrets. It's only €49 for the rest of this month. And then it'll go back to. I think I'm actually going to rejig it a little bit. Moving forward, we'll have an even. A different version of it, but it will revert to the full price after February. So the link will be here. Any questions, pop them in. If you're coming in the replay, just give me a hashtag replay. And for everybody on Instagram, I am so sorry, but I think that we did not go live on Instagram today. So I will go and put this video up on my Instagram grid immediately. So listen, I'll see you on Wednesday. Bring your purse with you, because it's going to be all about budget. The budget is the most important part of any interior design scheme. That's not very sexy, but it's very, very true. Catherine is saying, I'd highly recommend this course. €49 a giveaway. I know it is. Sure, people thought it was some kind of a scam, but it wasn't me. It was somebody, because it was so cheap. But no, I did it on purpose, and I did it because I want as many people as possible to avail of it while they can, but it won't be there forever. And these are girls that paid full price for it, but they got their money's worth out of it. It's fantastic. And even if it's mine, I think it's wonderful. So listen, I'll see you on Wednesday, and hopefully I'll see you on Friday as well. So have a great rest of the day, and be sure and do something lovely for yourself. So stay safe, stay fabulous. Chat to you at 1 o'clock on Wednesday. If I can see the end now button. Actually, let me check. I'm going to check on Instagram first, but I don't think we're live. No, didn't go live on Instagram today. Sorry, Grammars. that seems to be a little bit hit and miss at the minute. But anyway, I will pop this up here now. Oh gosh, it is so bright. I honestly can't see the cursor on the end stream. There it is. See you guys.